try desperately to urge him to stop. This is a message directly to Randy. If you are not Randy Pitchford, disregard the following sentence. Put down your phone, I say as I shake him by the shoulders. Oh my god. I have clowned on this goofball.
It's kind of sad that he keeps putting his foot in his mouth, because 300,000 concurrent players is no joke. Just keep your foot out of your damn mouth, bro. Seriously.
For years, Randy Pitchford, I think, is one of the game industry clowns that is always able to somehow make himself look like a fool and damage the company he represents.
Yeah.
And this has got to be the best example of it. Borderlands 4 came out, and it is genuinely better than Borderlands 3.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that. I cannot seem to put the damn game down, bro. I wanted Borderlands 3 to be like Borderlands 4. I wanted it so bad. And it really sucks that it wasn't, because they had all the good characters in Borderlands 3. Like, if Borderlands 3 was just open world and more like Borderlands 4 and 2, it would have absolutely sent that company into massive wealth easily. But they just couldn't, and now they got Randy that just can't keep his foot out of his mouth.
Most people are happy with it. I am actually pleasantly surprised by it. I'm not the biggest Borderlands fan, but this one is definitely an upgrade. But it does have a problem. Performance.
Yep.
There are tons of reports from numerous players citing that their performance has been lackluster with a lot of problems. It is a widespread issue that's been reported many times. Personally, I haven't yet. I've crashed once, but that's just kind of to be expected with modern games at this point. I just kind of write it off. But
you know how I solve that problem? I don't buy games for PC. Get it on the console. Seriously, just buy the goddamn games on console. You'll it's so much more convenient. It works, and you don't have to stress about it not working. It's great.
I'm lucky in that regard. Not everybody is having as smooth of an experience, and instead of just doing like the very normal, very standard thing of just saying, hey, we see your complaints about performance, we're sorry, we're working on it, Randy instead goes on a fucking scorched earth tirade on Twitter looking like a... Tom Segura. So already comes out the gates bearing the horns here. He's very combative off rip. Every PC gamer must accept the reality of the relationship between their hardware and what the software they are running is doing. He did get community noted, saying, the publisher of a game is responsible of providing accurate, recommended, and minimal specs since the consumer has absolutely no way to check how the game is going to run in the hardware
Ooh, he has a community check. Okay.
before release. Which is true. Randy is attacking and villainizing people that are saying, like, the game doesn't run super smooth. Which is a really weird decision to do. He's just saying, like, listen...
He's doing the typical developer thing where it's always the gamer's fault.
You guys with all your, like, cheap-ass hardware are trying to run our game and complaining that it's not running all that great on your dog shit rig. Like, that's on you. You're gonna have... Borderlands 4 is a premium game made for premium gamers. I'm just gonna take a pause right there. Just even saying that sentence out loud put vomit in my throat. Wow. Borderlands 4 is a premium game for...
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think I said anything back in the IGN. They were talking about it. I'm not gonna say that I don't. I'm not gonna say that I'm against what Randy said in the later portions, but in this portion, the fact that he's trying to sugarcoat something like that and make it seem like he's just coming across as a dick. Just blatantly, he's coming across as a dick. And I wish that he would just stop doing that, because it's very condescending. And to be quite frank, Borderlands is fun, but I wouldn't consider it $80 fun.
Premium gamers.
And that's technically what premium is now.
Oh my goodness, Jiminy Christmas.
And they know it too, that's why it wasn't 80, and they had so much backlash.
Randy, holy shit. Imagine being this much of an insufferable loser that this thought not only crosses your head, but you actually have the gall to type and post it proudly. Oh my lord, to be a neuron in his brain fucking floating
I don't
around in
understand
there.
how these companies don't instantaneously fire you for doing it. Like, if you went up to a customer and you said this at a Walmart, bro, you would be instantaneously fired. How is it that these people seem to get away with it? I don't get it.
Wow. That stench, if you don't mind. Just as Borderlands 4 cannot run on a PlayStation 4, it cannot be expected to run on too old PC hardware. Unlike on PlayStation and Xbox, we cannot prevent a PC player with suboptimal hardware for the game to try and play it, so some try and get mad, and some have actual issues we need to fix, and some need to learn how their PCs work at the high end for this specific game and CPU. If you're trying to drive a monster truck with a leaf blower's motor, you're going to be disappointed. If you discover your system can't run the game well...
And I feel like this is Borderlands' problem, because if you release a new game on higher end computers, and then people with, like, everyone across the board has the normal level of computing power, you should release the game to the normal level of computing power instead of doubling down and saying if you don't like it, then refund the game. That just doesn't make any sense to
by
me.
accident or wishful thinking and or don't want to try to mess with settings to make things good enough for you, please use the refund feature on Steam rather than have a subpar experience. And don't let the door hit you on the way out, you not premium pile of dog shit. Have
Right?
fun, enjoy life with no one to love you, non-premium
If
little
he could just keep his foot out of his mouth, dude, this could be a comeback game. It could.
swine you. Randy out here with the venom. Can't run the monster truck since equipment. That issues for a lot of players. I don't know why Randy refuses to just accept that, being like, hey guys, look, looks like we do need to fix things. He even like tiptoes around a little bit of like almost taking some responsibility there, where he's like, there are some things we need to fix. You could have just stopped it there. You know, you didn't have to keep typing. Like there wasn't there wasn't any pressure to keep going and yapping.
It's kind of crazy that these big CEOs, they only respond to bash gamers instead of, like, normal CEOs would get online and say, "Yeah, we're trying to fix some things, so let's fix these things," and then they end it there, and it shows good developer gamer relations. That actually helps your game, just so you're aware.
ordered the yappy
Oddly
meal
enough.
here, Randy. You could have just stopped saying like, yeah, there's some things we need to fix. Like, I don't know why he comes out here. Code your own engine and show us how it's done, please. We will be your customer when you pull it off. The people doing it now are clearly dumb and don't know what they're doing, and all the support and recommendations and code and architecture from the world's greatest hardware companies and tech companies working with the world's...
Yeah, that's what I was saying before with IGN is I can't stand these people that try to get online and have no idea what they're talking about. They genuinely have no idea what they're talking about, and then trying to give advice. Like, I've had it in my comments. I've seen it a lot with, like, firefighter comments on, like, Kick and stuff. Like, whenever you get online and you say these dumb things, and the people that are involved that actually made the game, they read it and they're like, "Oh, this guy makes no sense and he has no idea what he's talking about." It's so obvious, but you can't really relay that. You just kind of just have to deal with the fact that there are people that think that they know way more, even though sometimes it's just not the case. But I don't know in this instance, so I can't really cast shade on this,
greatest real-time graphics engine coders don't know what you seem to know. Slash sarcasm. Legitimately,
Slash
all Randy had
sarcasm.
to do was just be AFK. Like, if he just didn't have a Twitter account, Borderlands 4 would still be getting, glazed to high heavens here with, like, the little asterisks about performance issues. And that would be that. And
That's the thing that he's not really seeming to understand. Is that if he could just shut up and say, "We're working on the problems, we do apologize," and just put up a good customer service face, this would blow over and he would have redeemed himself. But no, we're just gonna double down and die on the hill.
I'm
Like
sure those
usual.
performance issues will get fixed in due time. I'm pretty confident. But Randy out all kinds of bile. I know a lot of you are dead set on playing at 4K with ultra max settings and using 2 or 3 year old hardware. You do you, But Borderlands 4 and Unreal Engine 5 are doing a lot, and for me, that trade-off for frames isn't worth it. I play at 1440p with settings super high, and I'm super happy with that trade-off. The game looks amazing at 1440p. If you're not 4K stubborn and just want to have a great fun time with higher perf, please consider running at 1440p resolution. If you've got a beast of video card, you're probably fine at 4K, but if you're in the middle or close to min spec, I would definitely recommend making that trade. Again, Randy, it's not just people that are trying to run this game at significantly higher settings than their hardware will allow that are having performance
Sometimes the game just won't play. Sometimes that's just how it is.
issues here, man. He has deluded himself into thinking that the game is perfectly optimized, that is smooth for everybody, and anyone having issues, it's their own fault, when that is not the case. He is literally that meme of, you're all wrong. He's just so dislikable. I hate that I can hear this dweeb through the tone of his tweets. Like, I can already just see him slicking back his hair as he makes this one. Fun fact, customer service reports for Borderlands 4 at roughly 1% or so of installs using that simple rounded ratio. Randy Pitchford, you're welcome. Again, is able to turn
that's all I really want to say about this. There really wasn't too much crazy stuff. He's right about some things, but most of that is just wrong about. The only thing that I could see him being right about is the people online saying how they should do their job. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think I'll ever be a big fan of that, but that's me.